Have you ever been in a situation where you were forced to share a testimony, even when you felt you had none? Let me take you down memory lane, back to a time when I was a young lad, barely 14 years old. I was in children's church and our pastor had proclaimed that everyone was to give a testimony that particular Sunday. I remember feeling quite perplexed because I genuinely believed I had no testimony to share. But the pastor was insistent, stating that anyone who didn't give a testimony wouldn't be allowed to go home. As you can imagine, the congregation erupted into a flurry of activity as everyone began to prepare their testimonies. I found myself swept along in the tide despite my initial reservations. My parents were overjoyed to see me stepping up to give my testimony. When it was finally my turn, I began with the traditional church greeting, "Praise the Lord." But then the emotions got the better of me and I began to cry. I tried to buy time, exclaiming, "It's a long story, God is too good." But the moderating pastor urged me to go straight to the point. I continued to cry, saying that my testimony was too long and too painful to share. The pastor, seeing my distress, asked the other waiting testifiers to sit down, to give me time to share my amazing testimony. I wiped away my tears and began. When I was writing my junior WAEC, my siblings told me that I would fail my maths and English because I was not good at them. Even my parents said the same. I broke down into tears again, and the ushers had to come and console me. But then, I shocked everyone with the punchline of my testimony. They said I'll fail maths, but I shocked them all and failed all the 9 subjects. Now, isn't that a testimony for the books? In conclusion, life is full of unexpected twists and turns. Sometimes the pressure to conform can lead us into situations where we have to get creative with our narratives. But remember, every experience, even the failures, can be a testimony if you look at it from the right angle. So keep living, keep experiencing, and keep testifying.